Alright, good day, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you can know when I'm uploading to the channel. Alright, you guys, so today I am here to give you your ancestor message. And your ancestor message, y'all, I was hearing, y'all gonna make me unleash the dragon. I know you don't really wanna like Cisco unleash the dragon. And so your guides and your ancestors are wanting you to tame that dragon. All right, so they're wanting you to tame the dragon, and how they're wanting you to tame this dragon is by establishing certain boundaries. Okay, so what's happening is, it seems like, many of you, and this is not all of you, but many of you are finding it challenging to not come unravel at times, all right? And not just coming unravel, but you're finding yourself kind of like dibbling and dabbling in old types of associations, things that you had thought you released, certain forms of sadness that you are experiencing, certain forms of traumas that you're revisiting. And so your ancestors and your guides are saying that you have to establish these clear boundaries, even if it's people that you're working with, or even if it's people that you love and you care about. You have to establish some clear boundaries with self and not allowing y'all dragons to intermingle. All right. And so some of you guys may be sharing similar situations with people. Like, you guys may have experienced the same types of traumas, or you guys may have experienced the same types of pains or the same types of situations. And so now here you are, you and this person, or you and these people, you guys are hanging around each other. They had similar demons that you have found yourself trying to escape from, and you're starting to see yourself be a little bit different and a little bit less grounded than you used to be. And so your guides and your ancestors are like, it's because these dragons are intermingling, and they all have these shared experiences and these different types of likenesses that they all could relate to one another with, and it's causing your heart chakra, it's causing your root chakra and your throat chakra and all these things to be compromised. It's almost like you're re-exposing yourself to things that you have tried to let go. And so your guides and your ancestors are like, look, you got to stop re-exposing yourself to these things. You have to have clear boundaries and know when you can be around these things, and know when you can invest your time and your energy into these things. And then after you expose yourself to these things and you invest your time and your energy into these things, right, your guides and your ancestors are telling you that you need to go through your cleansing rituals to release that energy from you that day. All right, you can't walk around with that energy all day, especially if you know that you had came in contact with something that used to be a part of you, because there's always still like this little remnants of something within. And so if you continue to expose yourself to it, then you're going to start noticing that some of those traits and some of those characteristics are going to be coming back. So your guides and your ancestors are like, don't unleash the dragon. They don't want the dragon unleashed. They want the dragon tamed. They want that inner you. They want you to be doing that work on that inner you. All right. And so they wanted you to be centered, and they wanted you to be grounded, and they wanted you to continue to keep your poise. And every time something comes up, right, they wanted you to always connect to source and always connect to your center. Also, they're saying that the stuff of your past, like the pains of your past, or the things of your past, like that you continue to find yourself in. They're saying you have to release the beliefs surrounding those things. All right, you have to release the beliefs surrounding those things, because they are continuously holding you hostage, and they don't want those holding you hostage. They want you to take those things and use those things to help someone else. All right, they don't want you to use those things to keep revisiting your pain or keep revisiting your past. They want you to use those things as your strength so that you can help somebody else. All right, and they don't want you to continue to create these scenarios in your mind or what you could have done better. That's old, that's done. It's your past. All right. Yes, continue to heal from it. Continue to work on your different chakra systems and things like that. But do not continue to allow these things to continue to re-traumatize you or re-victimize you, have you in victimhood, because you are not a victim of anything. All right, this soul contract that you were assigned, and this thing that you endured, you agreed to it before you came on this whole mission. And so now your guides and your ancestors are here to help you the rest of the way, because they've seen some things. All right, they've seen some things, they know some things, they've experienced some things, they went through some things so that you don't have to go through these things. And they also went through some things that you are going to have to, you know, work through, all right, and release yourself, you know, because this stuff is passed down into generational, transgenerational, things like that. But they're saying, like, you cannot keep opening these same old wounds, all right? These wounds that you are opening, if you're going to open them to look inside of them, all you're doing is making sure that there's no infection. You're not trying to, you know, keep the Band-Aid on so the wound can never dry out. No, you are exposing the wound. You are doing what is necessary to ensure that this wound is healed, and you are taking the healing of these wounds and you're telling other people how you healed the wound, all right? So that's what your guys and your ancestors want you to do with that. They're saying that, like, the conflict that's being created, it's like it's in your head, yo. It's in your mind, okay? It's like you are trying to steadily control things, okay? And some of these things are beyond your control, all right? You have to release the outcome of these things, but you're trying to control how things are going, and your guys and your ancestors saying, nah, like all of these thoughts and things like that, this chaos is coming because you're thinking too hard, like you're overthinking it, and you're beating yourself up overthinking it, all right? The blueprint has already been laid, right? And so all you got to do is just follow the blueprint, okay? You already have the plan. It's time for you to put it in motion, all right? It's time for you to put the plan in motion and stop overthinking it. Overthinking it is what's causing so much, you know, so much procrastination. It's like it's not moving ahead because you just thinking, and you're gonna think yourself out of it. All right, your guys are saying that, like, look, stop criticizing yourself. All right, they want you to complete that cycle of criticizing yourself, because every time something comes up, you start going down this rabbit hole, or what if you're not good enough, or what if this happens, or what if that happens, and then you what if the thing to death. And that's what they don't want you to do. They're like, look, you're creating the chaos and the change. We're trying to change the circumstances. We're trying to change your situation. And every time we make steps to assist you in changing the dynamics and changing the outcome of these things, you bring yourself back to a place of, I'm a victim, to a place of what if, to a place of this, that, and the third. And because you're bringing yourself back to these places, here it comes. It's showing up again. All right. And it's because this is what's being attracted. Like, it's like a magnetic pull, magnetism, this force field, right? And so you're drawing this stuff in. All right. Because this is what you're focused on. This is what you're thinking about. And your guys is saying, like, I pulled you away from it. You're not going to be manipulated anymore. No one's going to do the things that used to happen to you again, right? So why are you continuously bringing yourself back to that state of mind, back to that state of being, all right? They don't want you in that space no more. They're saying that they told you it was done. So why is it that you keep bringing it up? All right? Are you saying it? Are you doing it? Are you going through these motions so you can get attention? Because if that's what you're doing, then that's not where they want you to be, all right? You are a leader. Indigos are indigos. You are a leader, and you are supposed to be leading, all right? And you start by leading yourself. And then once you have mastered leading yourself, then you'll be able to lead others. But you can't lead yourself if you're allowing the thoughts to lead you, all right? But they want you to process the stuff. They just don't want you taking yourself through any unnecessary pain, okay? So you guys, the ancestor says, enough of all that. You're overthinking it. They need you to be in this childlike energy, like this earth child, right? This child consciousness, this going with the flow of things. Like, if you notice how kids be doing stuff, kids don't be thinking about nothing. Kids be like, I'm finna get up. I don't care about breakfast food. I want a muffin. I don't care about this. I want to play. I don't care about this. I don't care what I got on when I go out the house. I just want to play. You know, that's what kids do. They don't try to create systems for playing. They don't try to create systems to eat. You know, it's us that create these systems for them to follow. And sometimes that's our problem. Not with the kids, because you gotta do what you gotta do for kids. But I'm saying, like, in your life, sometimes your life doesn't always require this strategic roadmap plan of a synopsis with all these fancy words, because y'all know how it goes. People love these fancy words and this fancy stuff, and none of it don't mean nothing, right? But you don't need all of that. And that's what your ancestors saying. It doesn't have to be an analytical process. It doesn't have to be the Pythagorean theorem. It doesn't have to be a scientific method. Why can't it just be you want to do something and you go after it, and you are releasing your attachments to the result of this thing? All right? But all that overthinking and trying to control how it happens, when it happens, who it happens for, and all that other stuff, your ancestors are like, no, like, stop, like, this is why it's not going right. This is why it's not happening the way it's supposed to, because you up here doing your little magic trick on it, and your magic is sabotaging the magic that we done. You know, so this is what they're saying. They're like. And then I just see an image of the magic, you know. But listen, your God's ancestors, like, stop. You're creating confusion for yourself. Like, you're overthinking it. You need to go with the flow sometimes, all right? And then you won't create chaos and conflict, all right? But you have to establish these boundaries. You have to set these boundaries, okay? It's too many things trying to come in and infringe upon your way of thinking. There's too many things that have, you know, something to say about what you got going on. Like, it's too much input. It's too much outside input. It's too many external influences. The only people that you need to be consulting is yourself and your higher self and your guides and your spirit team and those that are in your spiritual court. All that other stuff, you don't need any outside influence of nothing. All right? You don't. It's all within you. Another reason why they want you to access your child self and access that consciousness and access you is because within your DNA, you have all the things that you need. You have all the tools that are necessary. They want you to reconnect with those roots. All right? And by reconnecting with those roots, this is allowing you to access gifts and talents and things that you didn't even know that you had. All right. And some of you already knew that you had them, but you're really needing to invest your time and energy in exploring them more, because this is what's going to change a lot of the things that are going on in your life. And once you access those things of that root, right, the roots is what's going to create the abundance. The things of your root is what's going to create the abundance. It's going to be something that you didn't even expect. And you're going to tap into it and you're going to explore it. Maybe something that your grandmother taught you. It may be something that your mother taught you. It may be something that your father taught you. It may be something that, you know, was passed down from your grandfather, you know, somewhere down the line. And then boom, you access it and you activate in that gift. And then that gift is what's going to create the abundance, and that gift is what's going to, you know, do all of the things that it's supposed to do for you in your life. All right. So that's why they're wanting you to connect with it. It's something that you need to know. All right. And the reason why you don't know it is because you haven't went deep enough. All right. And you don't necessarily have to, if things of your past has traumatized you to the point to where you don't want to connect with your family and to that degree, connect with family members within your family to find out the things. All right, but you need to find out the things, because you have to understand who your ancestors are and who they were in order for you to understand who you are. And that's how you're going to know when they're really communicating with you. That's how you're going to know when they're talking to you. That's how you're going to know what's resonating with you and what's not. Okay, there are times where you could be sitting down and you are talking to somebody and you got music in the background, and then as this music is playing in the background, you're not even paying attention to what's playing on the radio. You're not paying attention to what's playing on your iPhone or your Android. And then all of a sudden, when you get that awkward silence, then you hear your ancestor's favorite song, or you hear a message that it sounds like they're talking to you, and this thing touched your spirit, and that's your ancestor's form of communication with you. Sometimes your ancestors may turn lights on and off. Sometimes your ancestors may answer questions in a way that you least expected them to answer this question. All right, there have been times where you could, you probably asked yourself a question during your meditation and all that, and wrote everything in your journal. And as you're going inward, things still don't come out. Right? Look at the kids playing; they're having a great time. The things still don't come out. But then you go click on Facebook and there's a meme and it doesn't answer the question. You might not even think it got nothing to do with what you just asked, but it may have something to do with what you just asked. Even certain numbers that come up, you might not even think you might be driving down the road and see somebody's license plate, don't think they got nothing to do with what you got going on. But then you go and actually look up their license plate number. It don't even have to be a synchronized number. That's what I'm telling you. It does not have to be the 111s or the 222s. It could be 7876579, or whatever. It could be whatever it is. It could be 65. It could be 432. It could be whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be synchronized. It could be 1789. It doesn't have to be. And then you go and look up the numerology supporting that number, and then guess what's happening? It's answering something that it was burning deep inside of you, But ultimately, you can go within yourself and find those same answers, okay? Sometimes it's not just the voices in your head. Sometimes it's actually something greater than you answering the questions. And it just sounds like you. But yeah, your guides and your ancestors wanting you to know that. They wanted you to tap into that. They wanted you to understand. They want you to just understand, like, a lot of the things that happen, a lot of the conflict that happens within your life is due to how you are overthinking certain things, okay? So that's pretty much it, you guys. I really don't know who this message was for, but stop overthinking, because you already have what you need. You already have everything that you need. So just go ahead and stop overthinking it. All right. I'm going to be tapping in and out this week. Hopefully I'll be able to come in tomorrow. But I'm going to be tapping in and out this week. My grandmother just transitioned, so I'm going to be dealing with that. And, yeah, it was a beautiful transition. Just seeing the ancestors come and get her and send me the message as it was happening. It was amazing, and I was able to do my part as far as her transition. So I'm going to be tapping in and out. I'm not going to just commit to coming on here every day this week, because I know that's going to be this is going to be impossible. All right. So, but I hope you guys are, doing great. I'll be dropping like little things on the community tab and things like that, so that you guys can keep up with me. And, I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I'll holler at y'all.